Number 4. This game was an odd one, more so for me, because I yeah, it's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, some of the people that I know will know why I find this weird, especially that I've ranked it this high. Uh, but yeah, I played this game through twice, sort of. It kind of 3 times, but one time I played it through and it was just on my own. I went through all of like the main game and stuff, and I didn't really have a great amount of fun with it. I kind of had more fun with like multiplayer, but even then it wasn't that great. But then they fixed it, and when I say they fixed it, I mean they got rid of everything that made it bad. The only thing was, this was years after the game came out. Because when it came out, it was a pure RPG style thing where you run around, get certain weapons, and I just didn't stick with a gun. I grabbed whatever the best gun was and then went, okay, I can use this for a bit. Because half of the guns just didn't feel like they were doing anything. But then, as you can see from the streams that me and Dylan did, they changed it a lot, to the point where they got rid of my least favourite thing in the game, which was an entire DLC. Like, they straight up removed an entire DLC, which made the game better. Because all it did was added a Terminator that would stalk you and you wouldn't be able to kill it without a certain weapon. And that certain weapon you got from getting the DLC. But that's gone, so yeah, that was quite enjoyable. But there was something really weird that we noticed about this. We played through all of the main game. We thought we were coming to the end. We were making plans about the next series and stuff. And then we found out there was, I think it was at the time, there was 2 DLCs we hadn't completed. And it was the final one and the one before it. And the final DLC was possibly the greatest DLC I've seen in a game. Just because it changed up the entire game. It essentially took you into a different world. Like, it's weird how it was done, but definitely go and play this. If you've got, like, a couple of friends to play it with as well, it's got 4-player co-op support. So definitely bring them along, because you'll find yourself having an endless amount of fun just messing about and taking over bases. But this game was mad when we played it. Like, before we had actually streamed it, because we streamed the first episode like a couple months beforehand, because Dylan had to go away for a bit, but Dylan was still playing the game off stream. We just weren't doing any of like the side quests or any of the main campaign. And we looked at Dylan's actual, like, we were looking at it together, how much time he had put into it, and he had like over 48 hours by the time we had come back to it, and that was just on his own, which is a bit nuts. Like, I play games a lot, and you can tell that from any of the videos that I put out, but like, just the fact he spent so much time on this game just alone, going around, just taking out bases, leveling himself up, and doing some random bits. Like, he was a higher level than me by the end of the streams. And I played this game a lot. He just played it more. So clearly he had a lot of fun with it. And honestly, I think anyone could. Like, yeah, it can get a bit difficult and potentially a bit tedious, but if you, like, want to actually have fun with this, then you can. If you want to look for something to do, it'll be somewhere in the map. But there's just something really odd about the fact that the best thing about this game was a DLC that wasn't available at launch. And all it did was turn the game into Just Cause, I'm now realising. But, just, yeah, all I can say, go play this game, try it out. I don't know how much it costs at the moment. It's been out a couple of years now, so it can't be that expensive. But definitely, if you've got a little bit to spare, pick up this game. Maybe get it with some friends. See if any friends have it. Then, yeah. That's all I can say about this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.